Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about XRP and QNT and possibly a few other assets as well. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into this juicy content. So as you guys already know, I've been talking to you guys about XRP and QNT for a fairly long time. I love XRP's ODL service, their line of credit, and also all the other use cases involved, even with the XRP ledger, as well as we see, Flare and Songbird and all this crazy, airdrop stuff. I love it overall. I think XRP is such a massive, asset to actually be holding. QNT, again, massive asset, with that interoperability throughout all DLT technologies on one massive DLN. I think that that is a great innovative technology to the space, and I think that that is disruptive, especially as we do see, those links growing in innovation and demand, as well as massive price appreciation, which we already seen with Ripple and the, digital pound. I think that that correlation there is confirmation that QNT has a ton of growth left in it. Overall, when we're talking about store of value and we're talking about Bitcoin versus QNT, I personally think that QNT is one of those assets that has a ton of upside potential and overall progression in terms of price. I think when we're talking about what we could be, seeing in the future, if we are holding about 10 or 100 or even 1,000 QNT, if you're holding 1,000 QNT, that's a massive make it stack. And just recently we were able to buy 1,000 for a fairly cheap price compared to what it is now. And when we're talking about where we originally got into QNT, we're talking about over 3 months ago when this was around 15,000 holders. I know this is saying 20,000, but this is around July. We were talking about this back in June. This has had a massive year so far, and the holders continue to grow, of course, because the supply is diminishing. And when we're talking about the last 3 months, even back in July, this was around almost $100. Even if we go to the yearly span and we go back to around June, we were talking about $50, 40 some dollars for QNT. And I remember this specifically. I actually remember $31.44. And I said, wow, that is going to get eaten up fast. And of course it did. And we have moved fairly fast since then, going to $400. It's absolutely crazy. This has 10x for a lot of individuals already, and I think that this at some point in time will, of course, 100x. I think interoperability is such a massive use case that has yet to be really unlocked in terms of value, and I think that this is only the beginning for QNT. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this, and I actually want to ask you guys, how much XRP do you think is personally enough? I think that this bull run is around 10,000. I think 10,000 is a solid, starting, point for anybody who is holding XRP. Now, of course, I think those who are holding 1,000, I think long term, yeah, $1,000 or not $1,000, but 1,000 XRP is a make it stack long term. Of course, this is talking about ISO 222 adoption. We're talking about a massive shift into a major utility market as well. I think 1,000 XRP could potentially net somebody a lot of money this year. Possibly not. I would say maybe 1,000 would give you around $10,000, realistically speaking. Now, of course, I'd love to be wrong. It could give you a little bit more, but that's where I'm more so settling on XRP. And overall, I think any sort of a significant amount of XRP is a solid point to really kind of start your stacking, but I definitely think that 10,000 long term has a ton of ROI. Now, with that being said, we also seen this update within the SEC case. In case you guys missed it, the SEC will have to specify why Ripple's XRP sales are investment contracts. And let's open this in a new tab and let's actually check into this, because I think that this is fairly interesting. We do see here Ripple, however, has failed to bury the SEC in paperwork, with the judge granting the agency's motion for protection order against unduly burdensome request. We actually see here the SEC's theory or legal theory is not an excuse to avoid responding to defendants' factual inquiry, nor is it a basis to answer a different question than posed. The court agrees that this interrogatory seeks relevant information, but defendants' interrogatory is too vague for the reasons identified by the SEC. So I think this is a pretty big win for Ripple. I think that we really want some answers here. We haven't been getting a lot of answers or clarification at all. So I think that this is great, to say the least. And honestly, when we're talking about what the future has to hold for this SEC case, I really do think that Ripple is still in the W chair. I think that they're going to win this lawsuit. I have zero doubt about that. I've discussed why they will win this lawsuit. From all the information that I've personally seen, this all seems like a lot of insider corruption and manipulation. So you know, at the end of the day, I think that the answers really will truly shine at the end of the day for Ripple. And honestly, I think that XRP will thrive as a massive digital currency and with disruptive technology behind it to really grow and price appreciate greatly. Now we also see our XRP in the crypto market will take off once Ripple settles with the SEC. Now we see individuals kind of jumping on this train and saying the same thing. And honestly speaking, I've said this for so long now that once Ripple wins this lawsuit, first off, they're not settling with the SEC. They're absolutely not. Brad Garlinghouse said it himself. He is not settling unless XRP gets 100% certainty in terms of clarity. Now, what will happen if a settlement happens or a win happens? Well, that is the massive bombshell. That is where we do see a massive explosion in price. That is going to be the day where this entire market gets shaken up by XRP for what it really truly is, because that's where we do see XRP gaining immense amount of value. We're seeing the parabolic shift throughout the market, with XRP being the first asset within this space to have regulatory clarity. I think that that is such a bone-chilling, massive, you know, reshaping of this market and a stepping stone for what crypto will actually become as we do march forward on in time. Now we also see here, hi there all, XRP had a silent week with very low volume. The triangle is getting narrower every day. Please take a look at the below weekly TA indicates a stronger XRP since December 19th. Our targets are the same and clear. Our breakout is imminent. And here we go, are those targets. Again, $14. I think that that's great. It coincides with, you know, what I've been talking about in terms of where we kind of lead to. That $10 to $15 range, in my opinion, is fairly conservative. You know, yeah, sure, we could see higher targets if Bitcoin does have that blow off top. I'm personally not seeing it, just my overall opinion. But I think that this is fairly bullish for us, and I honestly think that when we're looking at the long-term viewpoints here, I think we are really, really ready for that next major breakout event. And, you know, the silence has been chilling, to say the least, on XRP. It has been a boring, you know, TA lately for XRP, but I think that it's boiling up for this next major breakout point. We do see that the RSI is bottoming on some solid support down there, going all the way back to 2020, or I should say almost the beginning of 2021. And we also see it pretty much triple tapping a bottom support in that nice triangle. And it looks like we are ready for that nice breakout event. So I am very excited for what XRP really has to show us this bull run. And we do see her being 100% engaged with the space during the next 90 days will net you more gains than most people make in 10 years. And that is honestly the truth. The next few days, or I should say, you know, few months, not days, are going to be absolutely, it's going to be one of those times where, you know, everybody that you know is going to be messaging you saying, are you still investing in crypto? And you're going to be like, yeah, dude. And they're going to be like, wow, you got so lucky. And you're going to be telling them, listen, I had to endure maximum pain. I had to endure XRP coming all the way down to nearly 11 cents in 2020. And I had to experience it in 2021 when the SEC stepped in. Now we are seeing XRP breaking out, having this massive parabolic shift, and I dare you to say that I am lucky, because this is not luck. This is understanding what you hold, being patient, having the discipline to hold when everybody is screaming sell, you know, at these bottom prices, sell, get out, everybody's fearful. That is the major shift throughout this market. We are going to make so much money in the next, you know, few months. It's going to be absolutely massive. Now we also see here with Bitcoin, the things you buy to participate in the network are mining hardware and electricity. This negative externality, wow, I can't even talk, forces you to sell to cover costs. Bad. With QNT, the thing you buy is QNT. Then you lock it away for a long time. QNT is a better value store, in my opinion. And I honestly agree with this as well. When we're talking about QNT, I personally see this at Bitcoin numbers plus. I honestly could see QNT at like $100,000 plus very easily in terms of value, because when we're talking about the idea on what QNT is actually doing in terms of leveraging all of these DLTs in one, that is such a huge use case. I really, I'm telling you guys, you really need to pay attention to what is actually happening behind closed doors with QNT. We actually see here a chart like this, and Quant Network is working on Digital Pound, developing the Open Digital Asset Protocol with MIT at the IETF. Visa adopting ODAP. TC307, CBDC, no inflation, all in circulation. What are you waiting for? And look at this. We are nearing that next major breakout event. I'm very excited for this. We see Visa on here, Visa confirmation. We even see here, ODAP is mentioned, ISO TC307, understand what you hold. This is the next major innovative technology for the space, and it's only beginning. This is just the start for QNT. You did not miss the train. It's not too late to get on board. I wonder who they might be talking about. ETN, QNT, XRP. Check this out. Members had a variety of suggestions for topics that might be discussed in future meetings. Members emphasized the importance of addressing interoperability of CBDC with other payment rails, as well as an interoperability between payment interface providers in a CBDC system, and considered they should be priority topics for discussion. Yeah, I wonder who they're talking about. Maybe XLM, XDC as well. There's so many assets in this space with ISO 222 compliance that have the possibilities to really reshape the future of payments. But ETN, QNT, and XRP have been doing incredibly well, especially considering this digital pound. I'm very excited for this. We even see our Quant's technology enables universal interoperability. It safely connects silos across all industries and tech stacks without changing the underlying technology. How's that possible? Magic. It's so incredible to really kind of see QNT unfold in terms of, where we were at 4 months ago to now. A lot of people have been jumping on QNT like it's something new. I've been talking about this forever, and it's not the idea of me being early at all. I'm not trying to throw that up in your face. I'm just saying, it's great to see people actually finally jumping on the train and, taking the ride to the moon, because this is going to continue to be adopted and innovate at great levels, and I'm very excited to be this early into QNT. Now we also see our ODAP partners, CBDCs, and more on Overledger presenting Quant QNT. Again, this is all leading to Web 3.0. To understand what Web 3.0 is, it's essentially decentralization throughout all of the web. I think that this is the start of something huge, and this thread is incredible. It gives you so much information on what QNT actually is. Shout out to Arcane_Tiger. I'm telling you guys, once you understand what QNT actually is, once you do enough research, you'll never turn your back on it again. You'll hold it forever if you have to. This is something that you hold long term. You don't even think about something. You just hold it and forget about it. Again, Fed to release paper on central bank digital currency USD soon. We're working proactively to evaluate whether to issue a CBDC, and if so, in what form. I think the chances are big that QNT will be involved. QNT, digital, pound, euro, USD, all of this. It's absolutely insane to really see this. The Fed, Gilbert Verdian, who is the CEO of QNT, this could be, the future of what's to really, happen. And we even see here, Gilbert Verdian, CEO at Quant. He did work for the Federal Reserve System, Fed Payments Improvement Community, Secure Payments Task Force. He's been on a lot of overall boards for a lot of companies. The U.S. is losing the global race to decide the future of money, and it could doom the almighty dollar. It's only a matter of time before we see QNT truly be leveraged around the world in this sense. And of course, don't forget that QNT is also working with Ripple on major innovations, like, for an example, going all the way back to the digital pound. So, don't think that QNT is going to kill XRP or anything like that. Don't worry, they're all working together in a same fashion. It's just the idea that QNT allows banks and financial institutions and all that to plug and play with these massive DLT technologies like XRP, XLM, IOTA, XDC, all of these major assets that we all know and love. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night, wherever you guys are. And just beautiful. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.